Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you are doing well where you are. We are done with the wind for a few days and enjoying the sun while it lasts. There's supposed to be weather moving in. So, what is the biggest challenge in pregnancy? It's actually really easy. I'll give you a minute to think about it though. Is it the weight gain, the pressure, the mental games, issues with body image, tests, knowing what to do? Think about it a minute. It's actually really easy, and it boils down to my favorite subject, one of them, to talk about. Nutrition. It's as simple as that. Getting good nutrition. It is incredibly hard to get a good balanced diet nutrition. Why? Well, for a lot of people, the first trimester, you don't feel good, right? You want to throw up all the time. And if you don't, you are very lucky, and I wish I had your pregnancies. But that's hard. It's hard to do, it's hard to eat enough, and it's hard to eat enough of the right foods, especially with the American diet today. The American diet tends to be sad. It's called the standard American diet because it is very high in processed foods. It's high in carbs. It's depleted of key vitamins, minerals, and enzymes that we need to grow a healthy baby. Eating healthy is hard in general because it takes a shift of lifestyle. You have to be very willing to not buy the boxed food. It's hard. It's hard adjustment. The biggest thing, like when we switched to gluten-free, because I couldn't eat it, my son couldn't eat it, so I'm not going to cook it. I couldn't buy any of those boxed foods anymore, so I had to figure out how to cook from scratch, right? But it automatically made our diet healthier because I couldn't just grab the mac and cheese or the hamburger helper. I had to go find a noodle that we could have, and then make my own seasoning that didn't contain gluten. It's hard, but it's worth it. This is even harder when you're pregnant because you don't feel good. You don't want to cook. That first trimester, you're sick. Smell of food just makes you even sicker a lot of the times. Second trimester, a little better. By the third trimester, you just don't have space to eat a good meal. That's where it comes in eating multiple times a day. Eat a breakfast, eat a morning snack, eat a lunch, eat an afternoon snack, eat supper, maybe eat another snack right before bed. Make it healthy. Make sure you're getting enough protein. Make sure you're getting all of your vitamins and minerals. These are coming from your vegetables, your fruits. Fresh is best. We're here in Nebraska in the middle of winter. It's hard to get fresh. Just not there. But we do a lot of frozen, we do a lot of steamed. What we have left from the garden from last year's, it's either frozen or canned, so that's what we're eating right now. But it's as little processing as you can to give your body the most nutrition, honestly. Vitamins, minerals. Processed food is very devoid of enzymes, so if you can take an enzyme supplement, it'll help your body break those down. When you're pregnant, your digestive system slows down anyway because it's trying to absorb everything it can out of the foods you are eating. Also why it's a lot easier to get constipated during pregnancy, because your body is literally pulling everything it can. Eat a diet high in fiber. Helps to keep you moving. Limit your carbs. Those are the easy ones to get. It's really easy to make a box of noodles and just eat the whole thing. But you gotta limit your carbs. Eating a proper balanced diet during pregnancy helps prevent a lot of the complications later. complications like preeclampsia. It's a multifactorial disease. Nobody really knows the exact thing that causes it. It seems to be a lot of issues that all get meshed together, and ta-da, you wind up with preeclampsia. Pups. Comes back to your gut and your liver, honestly, and the diet. Keeping your gut and liver healthy through diet. Gestational diabetes. You can strengthen the uterus through food, reducing the risk of hemorrhaging later, reducing hemorrhoids, and hematomas. Like, just eating the good nutrition, making sure you're getting your vitamin C, vitamin K, magnesium, your trace minerals, all this stuff that comes through food. A lot of you have heard me talk about it before, but the brewer's diet is key. It is huge. It is by far the best guideline I have found. That's the easiest to follow because it does give you flexibility. Nobody likes to eat the same thing all the time, even when you're pregnant. But it still keeps the meals simple, and it gives you lots of options. I'm sure there's other conditions that proper diet helps with, but I can't think of them at the moment. So what can you do, right? I always want to take this home with what can you do right now? Whether you're pregnant, whether you're looking to get pregnant now, in the future, what can you do? You can start by eating healthy now. If you're not pregnant and you make the changes to a healthier diet, it's easier to keep them once you are pregnant because you're already used to them. Rather than trying to make a whole bunch of changes when you don't feel good, when you don't have energy, and still try and maintain and keep a good diet. If you're already used to it, it's a lot easier to transition into making sure you're getting the proper foods. I gotta sneeze coming. Okay, hold on. No, this isn't actually coffee. It's a bubbling Ningxia drink. Also, full of vitamins and minerals. I actually added some elderberry to this one to up the vitamin C in it. So, what else can you do? The keys take homes. Cut your processed foods. Easiest thing. That means no hamburger helper. But a box of noodles, some hamburger, and I've actually gotten really good at making cream of mushroom straight from scratch. It's actually really easy. I was surprised. Throw some mushrooms, make it into a creamy gravy using, if you can't have milk. That's why I had to learn how to make it from scratch. And you have a basic hamburger helper. The guidelines you want to follow, brewer's diet. I'll say it over and over. In the link to the blog, because this video will be linked to the blog, there will be at the bottom a link to that diet. You can check out more of the details on their website. They have a ton of science if you like to dig into the science. That's how I got hooked into them, was looking for answers, and I'm like, hey, they actually have science to support it. Let's go with them. I've also made a simplified version that's also linked down in the text. So, make sure you're getting enough of your fruits and vegetables and your protein. Limit your carbs. I didn't say cut carbs completely, but limit them. And we'll talk to you guys next week.